Hello people, I'm the Viking, here to show you some footage of the newly added Ogre mercenaries, who are a free update available for Total War Warhammer 2 for anyone with Total War access. If you do not have Total War access yet, you can find a link to it in the description below the video. We'll look at how the Ogres perform in battle, and we'll also think about how you may want to use them in campaign. They are available in custom battle as campaign only units, but not in multiplayer when unit caps are enabled, like it is in quick battle. The Skaven army they are going up against is worth the same amount as the Ogre army. Of course, Ogres aren't priced with custom battle or multiplayer in mind, so don't take how they trade in this battle too seriously. It's more a general look at how they perform. The Ogres don't have lords or heroes yet, so their leader in this battle will be Volkmar the Grim, who is using his facial hair in order to blend in with the Ogres. His moustache certainly commands respect even among them. In the lore, the Empire employs quite a few Ogres in their armies, so I figured this would make the most sense lore-wise. Looking at the units, we have the Ogres with dual weapons, the Man-Eaters with great weapons, Man-Eaters with Ogre pistol, and probably the most impressive unit of them all, the Mournfang Cavalry. Let's look at those bad boys. First thing I'll say about these Ogres is that it's very easy to overestimate them because, well, they're Ogres. They're big, strong and scary, and they live for battle. But they're not invulnerable or without weaknesses. Ogres are huge damage dealers, who are able to negate half a unit's charge defense, and have stats geared towards dealing damage quickly. They are also faster than you might expect. They do, however, have rather low armor, and with exception of the Man-Eaters, rather low leadership, with only 80 for the Man-Eaters and only 60 for regular Ogres. With their mass, they're able to stop and block units such as the Mutant Rat Ogre, which is in the Skaven army, and they can also disrupt the formations of smaller foes like the Clan Rats. However, like all monsters infantry, they do not perform very well without a meat shield, because due to their size, enemy models can surround them and hit them. When Ogre Kingdoms are released as a full faction, they will hopefully include a lot of Gnoblar units, which are the Ogre equivalent of the Greenskin Goblins, to fulfill that purpose. Mournfang Cavalry can obviously go around with their solid 75 speed and use their massive strength and size to charge through formations. There's no question about it, they're beasts. Man-Eaters are dedicated anti-large and will tear large targets apart, but like Minotaur's great weapons or similar units, they will struggle unless they can isolate the target. As you can see over here, they're putting a lot of damage on the Rat Ogre, but a lot of their attacks are also going on to the Clan Rat, so that's really the importance of having meat shields. So the one underwhelming unit they have, in my opinion, are the Man-Eaters with Ogre pistols. The pistols, they just don't do a whole lot, so the stat line makes it look like they should be good at shooting armored single entities. Splash attack, however, is barely existent, and the DPS is too low to keep such a unit just shooting on the edge of the battlefield. Luckily, these guys are also strong in melee. Something to mention about the Man-Eaters with Ogre pistols as well is that even though they have animations that have them shooting their pistol in melee, these are not actual missile attacks. You can tell by how they don't lose ammo in melee, or how they still use the firing animations even when they are out of ammo. So, how does this translate to campaign? Of course, whether you'll find a use for the Ogres will depend a lot on your faction and on your financial and strategic position in the campaign at that time. However, in early and mid-game, when you don't have very strong units available yet, Ogres can give you a big power spike. The issue for them might come later, when technologies and lore traits are making your basic units a lot stronger, while not necessarily affecting the Ogres. Some factions may be able to upgrade them, but it's unlikely you'll be able to make them as strong as your own elite troops end up getting. Despite that, you might still like to have a few Ogres to bolster your ranks now and then, or just have them for fun, because they are definitely fun. voice lines mostly revolve around looking for food and shouting about meat. Let's watch how the rest of this battle plays out. They're definitely not rolling over the Skaven like one may have expected. In fact, the balance of power is pretty even, maybe even a little bit Skaven favored at this rate, or at this stage. Putting a beating on the Lobadiers here. By the way guys, if you liked this video and would like to see more similar content, please consider to like and subscribe. I also have a Twitch channel that you can check out. And yeah, here the man-eaters are taking some shots. Actually getting good hits on that bell there, despite the surround from the other ogres that might kind of mess with their aim. But they're really big, so that gives them better angles to shoot at stuff. And that bell is just taking a beating. Mournfang Cavalry gets terrified there. They are not immune to psychology. Something to keep in mind. The battle is kind of raging all over the place. Ogres stomping on these little rats. Which is of course conscious choice by me. I wanted them to fight you know, a faction that was small in stature because it just looks funnier. Makes the ogres look even bigger and more brutal than they actually are. Spells come rattling through, but that's an anti-infantry spell. It's not going to do too much against mighty monsters infantry that is the ogres. Mutant Rat Ogre kills one of the man-eaters. Very dramatic animations. They sort of slowly fall to the ground. You see it there again as Mutant Rat Ogre just tanks the poor man-eater. Mutant Rat Ogre, not often seen in multiplayer. I don't know if people use them in campaign. Definitely a cool unit. And there you see the pistol being fired in melee, which does not do extra damage, it's just a melee animation. Do not use ammo. I'm stressing this so much, guys, because some of you might think, well, they're firing, so they're using both attacks, so it's good to just throw them into melee before they've spent their ammo, but just don't do that. When it can be avoided. Okay, the Skaven Lord goes down. That the battle has taken a decisive turn. It was definitely a lot closer than expected. The ogres just have to clean up the unbreakable council guard there. Gonna have a lot of furry rat meat to feast upon. Maybe Volkmar will even join in the festivities. So I hope you liked this first look at ogres. In the comments below, tell me what's your favorite ogre unit for now, and how do you plan to use them in campaign. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Council Guard, of course, going to fight till the last man, giving us some more opportunity to enjoy these majestic combat animations. So man-eaters are running up the hill, trying to get in position to fire. They're going to have a pretty hard time getting a proper firing resolution here with their own troops in the way. Shot comes in there, but it misses. Yeah, man-eaters. You can see it there, they're obstructed. No surprise. Volkmar is in the way, Mournfang Cavalry is in the way, and they're shooting at little rats from a hill. which is a bit annoying if you're using gunpowder weapons. They're trying their best though. Coordinated little sidestep there. One ogre looks like he's going to shoot in the back of the head of his mate, but luckily that doesn't happen. Yeah, the ogres took a beating from these Skaven. They're going to win the battle, but there's not that many of them left. They're definitely strong units, guys, but just don't, you know, overestimate them when you end up using them in campaign. Or in custom battles with friends. Man-eaters are going to be finishing off the last of the Council Guard, and that's going to give us an opportunity to see that they still shoot their pistols in melee, even when they're out of ammo. Just wait for it. Let's see the last shots coming in here. Volkmar is leading them into some deadly crossfire. Final shots. Out of ammo. 0 ammunition, and here. Yeah, I think I've established that point now. No need to keep beating a dead horse, or Skaven in this case. And victory. So, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video.